Today we're out on a pretty exciting adventure in southern Utah. We are in Kanab, Utah, and we're headed to Peekaboo Slot Canyon. I've heard it's also called Red Canyon. Right now we're driving about 4 miles on a very sandy road to the Slot Canyon. You also could choose to hike in, but it would be a little bit difficult to walk on this soft sand 4 miles in and 4 miles out to make it to the Slot Canyon. So if you want to drive in here, you definitely need a 4x4 vehicle. We're here in our Jeep. It's doing great so far. Haven't seen anybody else on the road, and it's beautiful out here, and the Slot Canyon should be really amazing, so we're excited to get there.
A bed made your favorite coat, blanket the cold window, watching the falling snow. Take to the street, tear all the mirrors down, shake up the stomping ground, wait for the siren sound, call out to sea. Oh, when you wake up, you'll see it all. This time tomorrow we'll be home. Empty your suitcase, close the door. We'll run forever, forever on. We'll run forever, forever on.
So we made it safe and sound, no issues on the road at all. However, I would definitely recommend, like I said, that you have four-wheel drive, something that you're comfortable driving in the sand. We also travel with Max Tracks, which we just got recently, so in case we do get stuck in the sand, we can do a self-recovery. But yeah, we should be pretty close to the entrance of the Slot Canyon now.
Put the pickup into drive, chase the dawn, burn the light, let's go. Take the change from our savings jar, grab the Gibson, ditch the phone, let's roll. Maybe where we're going there are no exit signs. Even if the road is all we know, I'll be home to you.
So we made it into the entrance of the Slot Canyon. It's amazing to have these big red walls on both sides of you. It's pretty wide at this point. I don't know if it'll get skinnier as we get up here maybe. The only other Slot Canyon we've ever been in is Antelope Canyon, which is pretty close by. But if you've ever been there, you know that you need to go with a guide. So you're usually in a group of people, so it's not a very personal experience. Here you can come and just have the whole place to yourself.
I'll be home to you, home to you. Watch the world fade out of you, darling, all I wanna see is you.
Slot canyons are formed over millions of years from water rushing through the rock and eventually carving the canyon. This specific slot canyon, called Peekaboo Canyon, is also referred to as Red Canyon. If you plan to visit here, be sure not to confuse it with the other Peekaboo Slot Canyon located nearby in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument.
I'll be home to you, home to you. I'll be home to you, home to you.
Ooh. Some little rocks just fell. So we made it to the end of the Slot Canyon, and right now we're headed back from where we came. It's not too long. I'd probably estimate it's probably a half of a mile through the Slot Canyon, but you can definitely take your time enjoying it, walking through it. I'd say this really rivals Antelope Canyon, which is a much more popular place, so if you can safely make your way here, it's definitely worth the drive. We made our way out of the slot canyon and now we're just walking around exploring some of the surrounding area. It's beautiful everywhere you look, these big colorful red walls with so many different shades of red and white and tan, orange. It's absolutely stunning. Definitely a 10 out of 10 adventure. If you're in southern Utah, I would highly recommend it. Really great place to come and explore. Now we're headed to check out the sand caves nearby. We only had to drive about 5 minutes down the road and we're on a short trail, kind of along the highway actually, but still very pretty landscape, to check out something called the sand caves. The hike to the sand caves is less than 1 mile from the parking lot. Like I mentioned, you can hear a lot of highway noise from this trail, but the scenery is still worth it to go check it out. This trail begins on a sandy path and then climbs to the side of the rock. We definitely recommend wearing shoes with good traction for this portion of the trail. We ended up finding out that these sand caves are actually not naturally formed. They were man-made about 50 years ago when sand needed to be mined. Although these would be a bit more interesting to visit if they were naturally formed, it's still a fun and unique place to go explore in Kanab.
All the best things that I've seen, and all the most wonderful views, all the best sights that I see with you. All the best nights I never slept, all the days I'm holding on to, all the best times that I've had with you.
We made it up to the sand caves. They're awesome. Unfortunately, a lot of people have graffitied in the walls, so that is a little sad. But other than that, it's a really neat thing to see. You'll have to excuse some of the shaky footage in the caves. I had to use my phone because the GoPro doesn't do very well in low light. Clearly Jackson wants us to keep on moving, keep walking. But yeah, definitely a cool thing to come check out.
All the best streets I drove down, all the towns I've wandered through, all the best ones are all better than you.
Is that the end? Yeah. Wow, it's so dark. You should turn your flashlight off for a minute. Wow. So dark. We're headed back down to the car now. Definitely an awesome Sunday adventuring around Kanab, Utah. There are so many gems to see right around town. Still so much to explore. I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.